Hello, Narath here again today for another edition of Daily Flip. Today we're going to be talking about Balisong play, or blade play, or handle play, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, play, and preference. Because ultimately, play is about preference. Definitely when you get a new knife, you're expecting no play, or a little bit of play. It's physics. You're building a lot of knives. Some will have more play than the other. Nothing is exactly the same as everything else. I mean, you're expecting quality. You're gonna get quality. BRS. You're gonna get knives that don't have any play when you buy them. With proper maintenance, you can keep that tolerance pretty good throughout the years. I just recently got notified by Facebook that I've had my Alpha Beast for 5 years. That's pretty badass. This knife is still kicking pretty hard. It definitely has developed its own character. I love this thing. Over the years, over the constant abuse, depending on how you flip a knife, how you maintain it, and how you take care of it, it'll develop its own characteristics. I find metal will wear in the pivots in different ways, in different knives. If you have different styles, you'll find that for me, every knife, yeah, this is a 1.0, but I guarantee it doesn't flip like any other 1.0 out there, right? It's got my all the war wounds, everything is, this one here actually, I smoothed the handles a little bit, the blade is actually a little bit shorter than most Alpha Beasts. I snapped the tip because I was trying to pry something in the sink. So this one here, the play is, I haven't touched these pivots in, I would say since I put it back together after modding it. Like, I use Loctite tape and it does a really good job at keeping the screws in, right? I like, when I maintain a knife, I'll let the pivots back off a little bit and let the natural play of a knife that has, the screws is still in, still holding the knife kind of together, but also giving me some play. So the reason why I like play is, so yeah, when you get a knife, it's the normal momentum of the knife is like this, right? This is what the knife is supposed to do. I mean, yeah, it can take some angular momentum, but when there's a bit more play, the angle changes a lot, like as drastically as you go. If your play allows you to do more motions this way as well as this way, it feels like it gives you a bit more liberty and a bit better at making knives or tricks look smoother without having to really compensate with your hands. Letting the knife do all the talking, right? And again, it all comes down to preference. You'll have guys that love a super, everyone loves the feel of a knife that has no play. It just feels solid. It feels like a machine. It's like, perfectly tuned and honed machined. It feels great. I prefer picking up a knife that's been flipped for 6 years by an OG, like picking up the 42, Stu's 42 at blade, where it's been, or Asflow's 42, or if you picked up my old 42, it would feel the exact same, right? It's years and years of wear and tear on the same spots by the same user, right? So it develops its own characteristics. So my 42, Stu's 42, and Asflow's 42 must have flipped completely different, just because of the wear and tear by the user itself. So if you like play on your knife and you play a lot with play, you will find that it gives more strain on the hardware and the metal. So it will lose its tolerance quicker if you don't maintain your knife. So if you want to keep your play down, good Balisong maintenance is your key. So using the proper size wrench or screwdriver for your pivots. Don't use slightly too small, don't use slightly too big, don't use shitty ones, but you're invested $400 in a knife, and you're gonna use a $10 Torx kit to tighten your pivots, and then strip a screw the first time you use it. It's pretty shitty to when that happens. So you don't need to pry really hard. I mean, if you're having to pry really hard to unscrew because you red Loctited it, or it's red Loctited from factory, there's ways you can heat up the pivot, right? So first of all, you'd use either a heat gun or a hair dryer, and you'd heat it up, and you take some pliers, and then you give some angular momentum, right? So not up and down, not sideways, on the side, and you press down, and then with some heat, you can get you shouldn't have any issues taking any screw off of a Balisong with some heat and some angular momentum on the handle. So basically, that's what you're looking at. Same good screw maintenance, right? So if you don't strip your screw, you should be able to take apart your knife ever so often when it gets dirty. Dip all your hardware for a couple hours in propanol. Scrub it down, scrub all the gunk off, put it back together. If you want, you can even go as far as replacing your washers. Every couple of years, the washers get thin and your tolerances wear down. Change your washers is like changing your oil in your car, right? So, of course, you don't have to change the oil in your car, but if you do, you're definitely helping yourself out in the long run if you want a good car, for many, many years to come. Again, it's all about preference. It's all about good knife maintenance, proper ownership of a Balisong. There's no reason why your knives will not last you lifetime. So if you end up breaking a screw or popping a screw or anything, there's always places to get screws. There's information where to find these screws, right? There's a bunch of people online ready to give you that information if you look first, because it's on websites, right? Where to find them. I couldn't find my rep this morning. It's a bad feeling, really shitty feeling that I can't find my rep. I have no idea where the fuck it is. It's not in my pants, it's not in my car, it's not in my van. So anyways, I was going to show the play on my knives. Alright, so this is my Alpha Beast. It's a good amount of play, I like it. It's worn in. This is my Alpha Beast. Alright, so it's still, this is my newest knife. I haven't touched the pivots at all since I got it. I've just been rocking it. I got it in one piece, so I never even put anything on this. Everything is solid, it feels nice, and it's starting to get a good amount of play, which allows me to do all the stuff I want. When I had it, it's not that I don't like it's not that I don't like a no-play knife. It's just that it feels to me a little slightly robotic and a little bit less soul. This is my BB. I haven't done maintenance on this knife in a long time. Tolerances are still very good. It's a fairly new knife. I've had it, I can't remember, since this is the first drop of reps of BBs. So it's still, the tolerances on this knife are still wicked. I did Loctite it. I did take care of it. Like I said, I let my knives get a bit looser, my preference. But if you want to keep your knife in good condition with a good amount of play, proper maintenance, and due diligence when you're making your maintenance, right? So not not forcing a screw or BRS does have warranty on stuff. It doesn't have warranty on stupidity and modding. So be aware when you get work done by someone else. He might be liable for the fuck ups that he does to your knife and stuff like that. So just be aware about modding. Maybe I'll do another daily flip. That's 2 knives hitting that cup. Maybe I'll do a daily flip on modding and my opinions on it, because really, when you buy a knife from a manufacturer, it's meant to be flipped that way. And if you fuck around with the weight distribution or the dynamics of it, it will change the flippability of it, and definitely change the warranty as well. So depending on the company that you're dealing with, a lot of times as soon as you take a Benchmade, you take it apart, you avoid a warranty. So that's basically it. So Basically, that's it. Please let me know if you had anything to add on, on Balisong Play, or your opinion. These knives here, they're great. I'm sure, I can guarantee you, if I took these apart, cleaned them, put them back together, they would have the tolerance that you would expect for a good knife, a good quality artist knife. But I got other stuff to do. You gotta find time to do maintenance on your knives, and that's it. Good ownership and preference. It's all about preference, right? You can argue tooth and nail with someone on fucking line saying, I don't like it with more play, and you can say, oh, I don't like it with less play. It both comes to nothing. At the end of the day, when you go home after work and you flip your knife and it has all the play that you want, you can just jerk off all over it, and no one online is gonna give two fucks. If you post it, sure, cool. If you don't post it, what ifs? Just do what you want and stop fucking bitching about quality control on, and other shit like that. Like, just fucking flip your knife. Take care of it. It's a fucking piece of metal that you own. So own it and have fun with it and play with it. Anyways, have a good one. Later.